This is the Super Co-op Squad Video Game Podcast, episode 110. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about Nintendo's new Pokemon news, Pokemon Sword and Shield. We're going to have our best news and our worst news of the week. And then, of course, we have our games. Name the game, gamer trivia, and the speed run.
Hey guys, welcome back. We made it. Somehow we got there, Josh. We didn't think we could last week.
Whoa there, buddy.
We didn't think we could get there.
That's a no.
That's uncalled for. We're going to have to retake that.
What did I do?
Come on, John.
I said Joshua.
You did not.
I did not say Josh.
Well, unless your voice completely cut out at the last two letters, that last syllable.
It's all right, Josh. It was a joke.
Well, we did not think, Joshua, that we were going to make it to 110. We couldn't foresee that far in the future last week. We are here, episode 110. Somehow we did it.
Gotcha.
We are the Super Co-op Squad. Every week we sit down and get together as gamers, as fans of games, players of games, gamers of games. About right. And we just talk about the latest news, the trends, everything coming up, reviews, and upcoming stuff for games. I am your host, one of your hosts, Johnny Mac. I'm sitting here with Soldier 74, Garrett Laney.
Fun fact, real quick. I think it used to be in like the training mode or practice thing or whatever. If multiple people pick Soldier 76, it would go 76, 77, 78, 79. So, not far off.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a little funny thing. I don't know if it still do that.
That's cool. And Joshua Gerard.
Bazinga.
Yeah, the man who got first on stream in Tetris 99. I witnessed it.
Thank you.
I seen it happen.
I saw your comments.
Yeah.
I loved them.
Yeah, so, hey, before we hop into today's show, we got a good one for you with the Pokemon stuff. Pretty interesting reveal from Nintendo on Pokemon Day. We, of course, give our terrible spoiler of the week so that you're aware that everything after this point is real spoilers. Joshua, what do you got?
Damn. I didn't know if I was ready for this. So, if you ever watched the movie Hook, you see Robin Williams' character. He, in fact...
Feel like we've done this. Continue.
He's Pan the Man. He's Peter Pan.
Okay.
Pan the Man. I heard Panda Man. Okay.
You're still stuck on that game we played yesterday?
I won't.
Pan the Man.
That actually makes more sense to me now, too. For my whole life, I thought he said Panda Man.
Oh, is that
You thought that's what he said in the movie? Panda Man?
Panda Man, yeah. I had no idea he's saying Pan the Man.
Maybe it was a lisp.
Maybe. I don't know. Cool. Well,
he's really amazed by that.
For real spoilers, guys, you'll be listening to this show, so make sure you're aware and prepared for those real spoilers.
Look at you still rhyming.
Yeah, I'm trying. Can't get out of it. Don't know how to snap it. All right. Time for best and worst news of the week. JG, kick us off with that worst news you got.
All right, worst news. So they have announced a season pass for Dead or Alive 6. Have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
No,
yes, I have.
No, I have not.
The season pass, guess how much it will cost, Johnny?
$49.99.
Keep it going
generous.
Up. Keep it going up.
Yeah, actually, I just got a text too, just real quick. This will be my best news of the week. Never mind. Continue.
Okay, but I'm waiting on you. Guess how much that season pass is going to be for Dead or Alive 6?
$49.99.
No, it's more than that.
No, keep going.
$79.99.
No, keep going.
Nope.
$100.
It's pretty close to it. It's going to be around $93
That's
for
ridiculous.
a season pass for a fighting game. Now, considering that most of the DLC for this particular fighting game is costumes and a couple characters, it's in this DLC pack you're going to get, over the course of the season, you're going to get 2 characters and a ton of costumes and maybe a couple stages. So for me, it's my worst news because for DLC packs or season passes, I believe, based on what we know so far, you should have more than 2 characters and more than just a bunch of beach costumes for all these characters. Now, they said if you break down all the itemized microtransactions, it's well more than $93 if you were to buy them individually. So you're kind of getting a deal there. But I want to see more characters. I want to hear news about stages. I want to hear maybe new gameplay modes or something else just besides a majority of costumes.
Well, I mean, the fact that the DLC is 150% more than the game, that's ridiculous.
Not even including the game. So if you want the complete game, if you want a fake achievement score of
the
100,
deluxe,
you need to spend like $160 $70.
Yes, that's pretty darn
Plus tax.
crappy there.
If you pay taxes.
That's some bad news, bro.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's some bad news. Okay, my worst news of the week.
Bring it.
Ben Affleck reportedly stated that he chose to not be a part of Matt Reeves' Batman film because he was unhappy with the script and the direction of the film, and he did not want to be a part of that. Okay, there's a lot for me to unpack here.
I'm wondering what specifically is the worst part of this.
The worst part of this specifically is that the film itself or the script that he does not want to be a part of is the reason he doesn't want to be in this Batman film. Bro. Like, you did Batman vs. Superman and Justice League. 2 movies that most of the general pop culture community feel are some of the worst DC films in recent memory. So, how much worse could this film be? Like, you already did 2 crappy movies. 2 of them. Not one, not one. You did 2. What? It can't get much worse, bro. Like, you already did 2 bad ones. Just finish it off.
I'm just saying, just be honest and say you don't want to be a part of this anymore. Like, just be upfront, Mr. Affleck, that, you know, Warner Brothers doesn't know what they're doing with DC. You don't want to be a part of this because it's a train wreck.
But,
just be upfront.
It's been a train wreck this entire time. Like, the whole time he's been a part of it, it's been a train wreck. Since the beginning. So at what point did you finally realize it was off the rails?
I'm trying to think what the story could have been.
There's no
to have been like, no, this is the line.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing it.
I don't know. So I didn't like his answer because it's like, it wasn't like they did one bad movie and things went to crap. It's not even like this movie has had a bunch of like directorial and script issues. It hasn't. So what are you talking about? I don't like it. That's all. That's me.
All right. My worst news. So, Mr. Steven Spielberg, I think he's mentioned a couple times he's not a big fan of, the superhero movies being a big thing and all that, and he's ready for that phase to end so that, you know, real movies can be made. I believe those were his words. Mm-hmm. He now wants to disband, discredit Netflix movies from being able to receive Oscars.
Is he saying they're not movies?
I think he's saying they're not qualified as quote unquote real movies.
Is this because didn't Roma win a pretty big award, the Netflix film at the Oscars just recently?
Possibly. I didn't watch the Oscars.
Okay, I don't watch them either, but I think it did win an award.
Yeah. So I feel like, bro, like Netflix can make good movies, and if they make good movies, they should be recognized for them. Or at least if they pay enough money to all the judges that do the Oscars and critics and all that, they should be able to spend and bribe just as much as anyone else.
I mean, if they can take a movie out of the theaters and put it on their subscription, I mean,
I'll say this though, as much as you're joking, I don't think they actually get paid off. There is pretty much a tour essentially of like, not favors, but like pushing the agenda of your film, definitely. With interviews and all kind of stuff, that definitely happens. The payment stuff, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
But, okay.
This is interesting coming from the same person that keeps saying mobile games aren't games.
They aren't.
Isn't this the same thing?
No.
He's saying
absolutely
Netflix
not.
Movies are not movies?
No. They work hard. They work very hard.
And people who make Angry Birds don't work hard?
Absolutely not.
So, Roma...
I was wondering what you were doing. I thought you were falling asleep over there.
I was, actually.
Okay.
So Roma apparently, from what I'm reading here, it won Best Director, Best Foreign Film, Best Cinematography, and Best Picture. I'm sorry, it was nominated for Best Picture. It didn't win that one. A Green Book, I think, won that one. So it won Best Director, Best Foreign Film, and Best Cinematography.
And that's a Netflix
that's a Netflix
production
film, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What?
This is annoying to me because I mean, at the heart of it, it's not how the movie is distributed that determines if it's a good film. It's it being a good film. And I think that this is wrong. And I understand from the perspective of it bucking the trend of how we have generally since like the 20s been having movies distributed. You know, that was the 91st Oscar. So for over 91 years, movies have been distributed in this one format.
Yeah.
It's 2019. The world changes. change with the world. That's how these things go. That's all there is to it. And I'm upset with AMC as well because AMC every year has like a...
Sorry, which AMC? Are we talking AMC the channel or AMC the theater
AMC
chain?
your theaters. Yeah.
No.
You won't like this either. So every year they have a tour of the Oscar nominees that are nominated for Best Picture. And forgive me, I'm a little sick, so my voice might not sound the same. But they chose not to show Roma in the theaters and boycotted it because it did not ever come to their theaters. So they did every other movie that was out, but not Roma. Roma was not allowed to be played in theaters, even though Netflix was willing.
Okay, that was going to be my follow-up question.
Yep.
If they even have the right to, but
they did.
Netflix gave permission. That's AMC, man. I'm paying you guys. Come on, like that's I hold stock pretty much, basically. So
how much are you paying them?
A lot, a lot. $24.95 a month.
Oh, it's gone up now.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, that does suck.
Yeah. All right, time to vote. Joshua?
I vote Garrett's thing because I think that it's kind of messed up that you're going to disqualify something because you believe it's not a standard that you want it to be.
You guys both came with some good worse news. You guys came with some good bad news today. Oh, man. Your thing, bro, because it's actual money. Like, the fact that you can make a...
Sorry, who?
Joshua,
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, for people who are...
Yeah, you're right. Just to make a season pass $93 or whatever, it doesn't matter. No, it's more than $50. Any number after $50 for a season pass is ludicrous. It's astounding to me.
Yeah, but they're telling you in advance, so it's good, right?
No. There's no point. No, okay.
Sarcasm.
So yeah, that's horrible. That's mine.
Yeah, I also vote Joshua's. That is, it should not be more than the game. DLC should not be more than the game. That period, point blank.
Yeah, I agree.
Are there any free costumes in that pack whatsoever? Like, come on.
They're free after $93.
Right. They'll give you everything for free after that. Cool. All right. So there's your Worst of the Week award, sir. Good job. Time for Best News of the Week.
All right. So we haven't heard anything from Guerrilla Games in a while. But their most recent game, Horizon Zero Dawn, has sold over 10 million copies.
That's on them in 2 years.
2.5? Came out in
I
2016?
think they just recently had some sort of like anniversary or shout out kind of thing.
Did it come out in 2017, January, or 2016?
Let's go 17.
All right. Well, I'm going to fact check it in a second.
So God of War was 18.
Yeah. I'm very stoked that this game is still getting purchased. And that's big being a first-party title. Only releasing on a Sony platform. So we've said it before that Sony has done some great things, especially with their games in the last couple of years. I'm just happy to see that this is still hitting milestones.
Good for them. I like it. All right. My news is going to win. So longtime friend of each of us individually, as well as friend of the podcast, supporter of the podcast, Steven Seiler. Just got a text. Steven Seiler is expecting a little bat boy or bat girl.
Nice.
Yeah, man. That's freaking cool. So congrats to Steven and Vanessa. That's freaking awesome, guys. Give you a nice little shout out right here. So good job. But yeah, I'm so excited for you guys. So there's my news, and they're both avid gamers. So that's gaming news. A new gamer has been added to the community.
Okay, all right.
Are you gonna say it's not news?
No. I mean, he turned it around. So my best news is the reveal of not only Johnny Cage fatality, specifically his fatality is my best news of this week. He goes for an uppercut, and he messes it up. So now they have like a whole blooper reel of him trying to get that uppercut right. So he's, uppercutting, jaw doesn't, just hanging. He doesn't knock it off. He's like, oh, okay, well, all right, cut, do it again. And then the whole like clipboard comes in. They're like, all right, take two, Johnny. He does it again, kind of just, knocks the head over. So it's hanging still, like nearly headless Nick, kind of thing. He's like, no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. This guy, what the fuck? So take 3 is my favorite, where he goes for that uppercut and he gets his fist stuck in the neck and pulls off the head. It kind of looks like he's going to do like some ventriloquist kind of thing. He's like, oh, this is all wrong. So I just thought that was really funny. That not only him being announced to Mortal Kombat 11, but that fatality is hilarious to me.
It's a long fatality.
Yeah, it is. But
worth it.
NetherRealms is doing a really good job showcasing these new announcements. They're giving them all like personality, and I on a post that once Johnny Cage did a move where he had a stunt double hold the opposing character, that was it. That sold me. He throws his glasses off, and then he finds a new pair and pulls it out of his pants.
So that was my best.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice. All right, time to vote.
Yeah. Congrats, Steven and Vanessa. There you go.
Yay.
Kind of. Did you just find out like 10 seconds ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
As we were talking about Roma.
I just wanted to confirm. He's like, I got a text. And he could have got it like a long time ago and just didn't read it. Okay, keep moving on. Don't think too hard.
I'm pulling an audible here. I get to vote for Steven and Vanessa having their baby. That counts. There's no.
I already allowed the gaming news thing. You still got to hold up to the rule if you can't vote for your own. I get it. Congratulations. They got a shout out. That's not how it goes.
Joshua, you're the decider.
Flag.
I can't vote for Steven and
you can't vote for your own.
You guys need to get off your high horse and let them get this win. They
got the win.
I'm voting for them. That's it. If I get flagged, if I get penalized, or if the podcast director decides to penalize my paycheck, fine. I'm voting for them. That's fair.
Okay, well, you still need to determine whether Garrett's best news was better than my best news.
Garrett, what's your pick?
No, we ain't gonna let you fly past this one.
What are you talking about?
The Super Co-op Squad will remember that.
This is their baby.
All right.
This is their baby. I'm voting for their baby.
I'm just asking who between the two of us had better.
There's nothing.
He's not going to answer.
There's no quantifying this.
Super Co-op Squad will remember that.
We will.
Joshua, what was yours?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's right. No, of course, Steven. So congratulations, guys.
Yeah. That's freaking cool.
Yeah, good, nice.
So this best of the week award here is actually not for me. I mean, I'm attached to it, but there you go.
You'll accept it.
Yeah,
for them
on their behalf. Yeah. So there you go. There it is. Cool. All right, that's best news and worst news of the week. So to our main topic for this episode, Nintendo had another Nintendo Direct. This one pretty much directly after their previous one, where they announced quite a bit of stuff. And everyone knows that Pokemon Day is coming in February, but we didn't expect the big news that we did receive, which is a true sequel in line for their generational Pokemon games, releasing this year exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. The first ever Pokemon true sequel, true generational update on a non-handheld console for Nintendo.
I'd say it still counts handheld console.
It's a home console that can be used as a handheld. It's a home console. Don't do this. Don't do this. It's a home console,
I'm
bro.
just saying that they're keeping the tradition alive.
The whole internet is ablaze with this, bro.
Well, the whole internet's wrong.
Okay.
You believe everything you read on the internet?
We'll not mince words on this, but per the public, the general public decision,
consensus,
this is not a handheld game. This is a home entertainment game, with Garrett believing otherwise. That fair enough for you?
That's okay.
Cool. This is going to be Generation 8 of the Pokemon franchise, with some unannounced number of new Pokemon. They've shown at least, I believe, 4 new Pokemon in that trailer. And this is set in the region of Galar, which many people feel is supposed to be a spin-off of England. So, thoughts on this, gentlemen?
I was wondering where that was coming from. Was that in any like dialogue or anything?
It's based on the fact that it looks like the industrial revolution era England, and then there's several like key buildings and things that look like that. So yeah.
Okay.
There's also some on the hillside in the trailer, there is some art that looks like art that's on the side of a hill that is in England.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. So there's some possible connections.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But I love the region of what it looked like. I love that they explain that it's more of a vertical kind of region where you're starting down in the hills and the plains and everything, and then all the way up there's snowy mountains. Like there's going to be all kinds of different terrain. I am so excited for the next generation of Pokemon.
Yeah, and as I've said before, I've been out of the Pokemon game for quite some time, but this game looks really good. It's the first time we can hope to see, like Pokemon always in the wild. You can actually physically see them rather than just being kind of random. This is times where we saw that when you actually are on the field and you get through the eyesight of a trainer, the trainer will challenge you. Like, these are things that we wanted in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and there's things that we want to transpire from the previous versions into a console version. So
Random encounters are still a thing.
random encounters is still a thing.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what Pokemon's going to be in the tall grass.
Well, never mind. Scratch that. But it looks real good.
Yeah, I'm of mixed feelings. I am very excited to get a new Pokemon game that's not on a handheld DS or Game Boy console. God, Garrett. And I think there's some good things that can be done with this. However, much of what I saw is tried and true Pokemon with not much originality or creativity or anything new. And if that's the case, I don't want that. I want them to use this as a springboard to do something fresh with a different take almost. And so we'll still see if that's to be done or not. But I'm excited but hesitant.
I see what you're saying. But I mean, they can only show so much in 7 minutes.
True. There's only so much you can show, but in 7 minutes, they could have given us 1 or 2 revelations to see like, oh man, this is going to be an update. This is a game changer, and nothing was there.
I see what you're saying, but I think the main point was the announcement isn't so much of here's a new experience. It's guys, we're making a new Pokemon. Here are the starters.
I mean, okay, yes, you're right. That is here's the starters. I get it. I get that you just want to renounce the game, but give us something to talk about. When we got our first glimpse of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, everybody's coming back. Every single character. That wasn't a here's the game. That was a this is changing everything. This is something you've asked for. We've done. We didn't get that. We didn't get anything like to talk about, right? We didn't get a oh my freaking god, did you see Pokemon's coming back and they did this? It was just here's Pokemon again.
I see. Yeah.
And I mean it's not just me. Like that's what the internet's talking about quite a bit. Like there was nothing new. So
yeah, there's still plenty of time to have that. They just wanted us to talk.
I mean, I think that's just not the best. What are we going to talk about though? So there's so much speculation that you really can't even go, I'm so excited for this new crazy great thing. I don't know. I just feel like there was an opportunity to show us even a tiny thing, even an announcement, like just full multiplayer or whatever there is. Just give us something so that we know that this is a game changer. This is, if you weren't on before, hop on now. If you fell off, hop back on. If you've been on, we're giving you something for being loyal. I don't know. That's how I feel.
No. I absolutely see what you're saying. And I suppose the rest of the internet. But I don't know. For me, I think Pokemon is successful enough that they don't have to do that. But at the same time, Nintendo has been knocking out the parks with these Switch titles. They have been changing the game with each of their IPs. You know, Mario completely flipped upside down. I would say Star Fox,
Zelda.
I guess. Zelda, absolutely. So they should do that with Pokemon also.
And to reinforce my point, mentioning those titles that you just did, think of the trailers and the reveals that we had for those games. Think about seeing Super Mario Odyssey and going, what the heck? There's a city? Mario's in a city? He's like, there's people walking around.
Yeah, immediately something to talk about.
Super Smash Brothers. What the heck? Every character's coming back, bro.
Oh, man, I was just focused on Inkling. Inkling's there.
That's fine too. I mean, that too. And then Legend of Zelda, he's climbing a mountain. He's climbing a freaking, he's free climbing a mountain. That's never been done. You know what I mean? Like every one of those gave you a thing to go, oh my God.
Yeah. I feel that maybe they weren't ready to show everything. I think that they pumped this out because it was Pokemon Day, and if you have a new game coming out, they wanted to reveal something, but maybe they weren't ready to reveal all the secrets that we're asking for.
I didn't ask for all the secrets. And I think what you're doing is giving them an excuse for a poor announcement video.
I don't think it was a poor announcement.
I absolutely don't think it was
You wanted
poor.
them to show more. They said, we're not ready to show more yet.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to
It's us versus them. So
we'll have to agree to disagree. Okay, moving on. So 3 new starter Pokemon have been announced. We've seen those. We have the fire type Score Bunny. We'll start with him. We'll go through each one separately. So
I'm sorry, do we know it's a him versus her? Have they even...
Each Pokemon can be male or female. There are male and female Pokemon.
But you have decided to...
Mine will probably be a male, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask this. Has any starter Pokemon been a male versus a female, or are they all asexual?
Joshua, every Pokemon type except Ditto and a few others, there are male and female.
No, I'm asking, in the game, do you specifically start with a male Pokemon versus...
Every time you start the game, if I started the game 57 times, it'll be whatever percentage, male or female. I could pick Score Bunny 57 times, and every time it could be different. It could be male or female.
That's what I'm asking, because I don't play the other Pokemon games.
I feel like I answered that several times, but okay. That's why he's smiling. Don't do that where you don't help me.
So it's not specific every time.
No.
You could
Help me! Help me!
I mean, when do you want me to? Do you want me to interrupt you and interject and cut you off?
Yes,
to prove your point.
because he's not listening to me.
It wasn't as specific as I was looking for.
Okay, so Score Bunny's here.
Score Bunny.
Yeah,
Everybody wants Score Bunny.
Yeah,
everybody here
wants
anyway.
Score Bunny.
yeah. No one's gonna pick the other two.
The internet wants Sobble.
I don't think so.
I'm seeing a lot of Sobble fan art, a lot more than Grookey. And
I haven't seen anything Grookey.
Yeah, grass. Man, they keep shafting the grass. I don't know why.
It's not that big of a
That's
deal.
what you do. You shaft in the grass.
So Score Bunny. So he's the cutest one, fire type. Obviously, he's a bunny.
I did see some fan art of Score Bunny, and all they did was take the face of Max from Sam and Max. They look so similar.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, Score Bunny. I really like how they kind of introduced him in the little video where it's like really how they introduced all of them. All because of a patch of grass. You know, he's standing there, he's like, look, I'm here, I'm adorable, I gotta go, I got things to do, you know, and then there's 2 footprints on fire.
Yeah. So I guess where do you feel they're gonna take his evolutions? What's gonna be his alternate or his secondary type?
Yeah,
Pokemon type?
that's a big question because everyone is always like, you better not be a firefighting. Like for every generation, that is the memes is don't you dare be a firefighting type.
Yeah,
don't do it.
And they do it often.
They do it often. Litten became a firefighting type. Fire Dark. You know,
Torch.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Torchic was a
Sorry.
firefighting.
I'm
I don't know
Gen 2
why
man.
I panned to you.
Yeah, you look at me,
Sorry,
bro.
my fault.
It's okay, I like to be involved. So the next evolution is going to be called Char Bunny.
Who knows? I would have liked to have seen some more of the evolutions, but you know, it's not time yet.
Yeah, no.
We'll have to wait for the Japanese leaks.
Grass type Grookey.
Well, next that was introduced was Sobble.
Well, it doesn't matter.
No,
Okay.
no, Sobble next.
Water type Sobble.
Because he puts out the fire in the footprints.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I don't know. For me, he looks the worst.
In the video, it looked like he was peeing on the water. When I
Okay.
first saw him, I'm like, why is someone peeing on the water?
Not what I was going with. I thought he was just going to be a slime ball because just his head came up out of the little pond there, or the fountain. I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing a little tadpole thing.
He looked like a little innocent little creature. Just kind of peeking up and just, hey, world, don't hurt me.
Very bashful.
Yeah, what do you think his secondary type will be?
Ice?
No, they can't do another water ice. That was
Emporion?
that was Piplup. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair,
I think it'll be just straight water.
they'll never do that. Every one of them has a secondary
Water
type.
poison.
I think he'll be water dark. Like he's kind of emo-y,
no
like
way,
sad.
No way.
Why?
He's too like soft and shy to be dark. Like think of a dark type. There's no kind of innocent looking dark types.
I mean, isn't Marowak normal dark? No, he's not. He's just straight
Ooh,
normal.
no.
But I don't know. I see water dark, but that's just me. What do you see? So you think
I'm
water
thinking
poison?
water poison.
Okay, fair enough.
When did they start going multi on the starters?
I don't know. They've been doing that for a while.
I mean, you're talking 8 games, and it wasn't the first 2.
Well, they didn't have secondary types at all, really. Actually, a few of them did.
Charizard was fire flying.
It was, I don't know. Sometime after Gen 2.
It started in Gen 1. I'm letting you know.
They did do it then.
They didn't have any crossbreeds when they started Pokemon.
Joshua,
Fire flying Charizard.
I don't count flying as a type.
it's a type though.
It
It literally is a type.
it's a type, man.
Moving on.
It's a
What,
type.
is normal not a type?
No. Normal is neutral.
Okay.
Mobile games?
Yes, they are.
No, they are not.
Yes, they are.
All right. Grass type Grookey.
Grookey got nothing.
It's a
Nothing
grass
for him.
monkey.
He looks so
It's going to be a
Just-
grass fighting type.
like someone took like just like Bob Ross just took that. I forget what they call him, with the little plate thing that holds all the different colors. I forget what they call them. So I'm gonna sound
Palette?
stupid.
Or something.
Maybe.
I know what you're talking about.
But
yes.
it just threw it. Just threw it at a monkey. Whatever colors happen. It looks like a clown.
the only thing I'm upset about is his name. Like, he's a grass monkey. Why was his name not Grunky? Like, why is he Grookey?
Rolls off the tongue better.
No, it doesn't. Grunky works just fine.
It just sounds
He's a
terrible.
grass. He's a Grookey sounds better.
Yes.
Grass Dookie. That sounds better.
Based on what Garrick's description was, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, he I think he got the most screen time though.
Did he?
Yeah, because they showed him he was banging a rock with a stick, and then he fixed a little patch of grass. He ran up the building. He was the last one you saw. He did a whole like establishment shot of him on a chimney or something like that. Like he got the most time.
They're pushing Grookey on us.
Good. Power to the grass.
Yeah, the rest of y'all can take him. I'll take Sport Bunny. What do you think his type's going to be?
I am going to be disappointed because I think what they're going to do with him is like grass ground. Something like that. Like something kind of like so similar and boring.
Well, I mean, grass ground, he actually would be pretty good because he wouldn't be
affected by itself. Weak against
fire.
Yeah.
Or fire.
Yeah.
Ground types it's, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It'd be interesting.
He could be powerful.
I think they'll probably go like maybe grass psychic. That'd be a cool combination. They don't often see.
I think that no, grass dark was the last one with the owl.
Mm-hmm.
So that was grass dark. Grass psychic could be a thing. I don't think that's been Gardevoir.
That wasn't a starter.
Do they have a grass fighting type?
I'm sure there are many grass fighting
types. I'm sure there's some. All right, well, that's the starters there. So, I mean, I alluded to it earlier that I was disappointed that they didn't have anything new, and I want to see it. But what do they need to get you on board? What do you want to see?
I want to see a dragon Eevee type.
So if they say dragon Eevee type, then you're on board.
Yeah, I mean, I am already on board, okay, but like, if I have to lie and say I'm not on board, but this is what you need to do to get me on board, like try and push an agenda.
We'll come back to you then. We'll come back to you. So you're on board no matter what. For you, what does it take?
I don't know if anything could take me to get me back into Pokemon after being out for a long time. But if I'm going to play this game, I'm just going to play it because it's the new thing. It's the new hotness, and I've just been out of Pokemon. I think the hardest part is going to be coming into an extra 700 plus Pokemon that I've just skipped. Yeah. Which brings me to my next question, but we'll stick to the topic first. So go ahead.
Yep. My thing would be, I mean, I'm mostly in like you pretty much got me. Like you almost got my dollars, but not yet. But like probably. But like to put me over the top, make the game harder. Like, give me a scalable difficulty or some way that I will be challenged to actually utilize my years of Pokemon knowledge and having to worry about actual types, because you just flat out don't have to do that in the game. Like, I could just go into a gym with my ice types against fire type, or I'm sorry, my ice types against
ground.
Not ground. What are they weak against? Water.
Water.
Yeah, against water types, and I'll still win. Like, there's nothing the gym leader could do. I'll just grind in the forest for a few levels and beat him.
Well, I mean, what do you want? Do you want, like, the gym leaders to have multiple type Pokemon?
I want them to be smarter, and I want them to... They can mix it up, right? Like, if there's an ice type, they can have multiple ice types. Guys that are ice ground or ice whatever. Like, there are ways to do it. They should also have more than 2 Pokemon. Like, they need to make it so that these battles are more challenging and not just let me grind and beat them. I don't know. I wish there were more skill to it.
Well, because you're saying 2 different things. Things that you want. You want it to be more difficult, but you also want them. You want to challenge your type and strategy and all that, but you also want them to not have like multiple different types of Pokemon.
And if they have to change it then so that there are more different types, then yes. And they could still have the theme being ice for or water for that gym, and still have multiple Pokemon that eschew that are water electric.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they can have water types who are not just pure water types.
Yeah, and it's just bad AI. Like if you're gonna use Leer on me 5 times, or if I have a Pokemon that you have a move that's its weakness, like use that move. Like
they don't play smart. So that'd be my thing. So you had a question you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I wonder how they're gonna implement the online service and the net code. Like are we going to be able to, I'm sure we're going to be able to trade online, battle online.
There you go.
Are we going to have team battles? I mean, it would be cool if they did something where it's like you have 5 other random people that take 1 Pokemon into battle, and it's your 6 Pokemon versus someone else's, some other random team 6 Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean,
I got it right here. All right.
Battle Royale, yeah.
Joshua, can you let me do it first? Can you let me do my pitch before you just throw out the meat and potatoes, huh?
I guess I stole it, didn't I?
All right, so you get 99 people, and you get 1 Pokemon. You drop in. Where are you dropping, boys?
Wait, 99 people and each get 1 Pokemon?
Yep.
Okay, so there's 1 person left out. Because are you doing one-on-one battles?
No, it's just, everyone's there.
You just
running around in the forest.
80 people attack one
Just
Pokemon?
fight, guys. All right, just fight. All right, I didn't put a lot of thought into it. I had an idea. Joshua stole the wind out of my sails.
He did steal the
and now I'm kind of like trying to impress the stockholders. Impulse. I'm trying to improvise.
Yeah, it's
Johnny
not working.
implemented hard mode. I'm sorry, I beat you to the punch.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they'll have some sort of implementation of online. I'm sure that we'll be disappointed by it. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. So Garrett, you were talking about things that you wanted to see as far as Pokemon with the Dragon type Eevee.
Yes.
So I mean, do you really think they're gonna bring,
a new evolution?
Yeah, new evolutions?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what do they have left?
Quite a few.
Actually, you're right. They have a lot.
Yeah.
I saw a meme about it the other day.
Bug, flying, dragon,
Ground,
ground, and rock.
and normal.
Yeah. Eevee. Why doesn't Eevee have a damn just normal evolution?
Evolution, yeah.
But yeah, there's quite a few. There isn't one. That's the problem.
You know what would be super awesome if they
It's just
brought
Eevee, right?
But I mean, shouldn't Eevee be able to
He should
evolve
be
into like just
Oh,
a bigger
okay,
Eevee,
okay.
or
An evolved
with
version
more
of
tails
Eevee.
or something? I don't know.
It would be very cool. Like let's say you all right, you got Eevee, and Eevee can evolve into Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Espeon,
I know where you're going.
and then they're stuck there. They can't go any higher. But you can take an Eevee, and under certain circumstances, with a certain type, maybe harder to do, he can go up to his next Eevee version, and he then has the ability to go to the next step of Flareonimer. Or, Vaporeon-ish.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Vaporeon.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just-
an evolution to the Vaporeons, but it has to be from second stage Eevee. Yes. Yep.
yes,
Yep. I'm on board.
let's go.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But they're barely running out of ideas for Pokemon now. How are we
Yeah.
going to get more?
It's a lot of stones you have to come up
So
with.
that's actually the segue to the next question that I had was, typically they bring between 50 and 100 more Pokemon every generation. There are over 800 Pokemon now, and as we've seen in the last couple of generations, they've had some rather rough Pokemon. Just some plain stupid things. Keys, like just
Ice cream cone.
you made a bag of trash.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. That's not a joke. That is not a joke.
So
What was it called?
Troubadour or something like that?
yeah, he was a bag of trash.
What's his power?
I don't know.
Throwing dirty trash at people?
I'm
So-
pretty sure he's poison.
My point though is that, like as you stated, they're having some issues finding new ideas for Pokemon. What do we do with these next 50 to 100 Pokemon? Like what are some ideas you can think of?
They need to hire different people.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to get some. I mean, you can still use the same types. You could still use flying, fire, all that stuff. But let's get some imagination in it. Let's pull from, not necessarily pop culture, but like we've seen, lava monsters and all that. Pull Tafiti, make it Tafiti, not technically Tafiti, but Tafiti-like.
Yeah. So I think this is a problem we're still going to have, where we're going to get a lot of bad Pokemon, or they're going to do redos. There's an ice version. There's a low-end version of this Pokemon.
Alolan, yeah.
I don't think that's the. So for me, I feel like the formula of the game should be refined, and for now there shouldn't be maybe 20 more Pokemon, maybe 15. Like you don't need to do 100 more and just make trash, like literal or figurative trash. 'Cause
Yeah.
it literally did make trash.
Yeah.
You think they could introduce a new type?
Yeah, absolutely. They introduced a new type, I think 2 games ago.
Which type was this? Oh, the fairy.
Yep, fairy.
Yeah.
Strong against dragon.
The only thing that's ever been strong against dragon. I don't think that they'll make a new type at this point. Most everything is there, man.
Yeah, no. I don't think they'll make a new type, but it's definitely in the realm of possibility for them to make another type.
Super normal.
I can't see it. I mean, I could see like maybe time or space Pokemon. Like
Ooh.
they haven't done that before.
Mhm.
Gravity.
Yeah, gravity Pokemon, something like that. But I couldn't see them doing that anytime soon.
Dimension.
Yeah,
Just some garbage. Just PK.
yeah. they just start making Digimon, just putting them in there.
Digital type.
There's one, or Porygon technically. Okay, so what are some things that you don't want to see? Some things you don't want to see in this game?
So when Sun and Moon came out, I had a big gripe about it, and that was that wild Pokemon could call in reinforcements.
Oh, you hated that. I
I
remember.
hated it. It would have been fine if they could just do it the one time. Like, okay, I was about to kill you. You called in 2 more buddies. Okay, fine. Extend the fight another 20 minutes. But the fact that they call in reinforcements, you can only attack one at a time for the most part, depending on what moves you have. And then you get that last one almost down, and then it's like, oh, I'm going to call in some more friends. So, screw you, dude. I know you're trying to do stuff and you got somewhere to be, but, my bros are here now.
You want to catch this Ratata? You got to earn it.
Exactly. So I hated that reinforcement battle call system. I hope that does not make a comeback.
Okay. So for me, one thing that I want to see, or I don't not want to see, is lack of options. We've talked about in Smash Brothers. There's some other Nintendo games where there's like 1 or 2 things missing, and I don't want a Pokemon game where you can't skip cutscenes if you end up losing and you have to redo the entire cutscene. We're way past that in gaming. I don't want to see it where you can't like what do they call it when you can skip the anime? Oh, it's the animation skips, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
Like they should don't lose that. They should make a Pokemon game that has multiple save files.
That's the opposite of this question, but
yes, sorry.
that is fine.
That's where my brain went. I'm having an off brain day today.
Okay, we'll come back to stuff we want to see because I do have some more on that. Things I don't want to see.
Trash Pokemon.
Yeah, trash Pokemon. Honestly, I don't want to see too much more of that like pageantry stuff, like taking your Pokemon to the show and like trying to make them win a competition that way. Like,
so it looks like there is something new. Not necessarily like a pageant contest or something like that. But it looks like there's maybe some kind of Pokemon sport. Because one of the last things you see is like some trainer walking into like a big stadium.
Oh, you haven't been paying attention.
I have not been paying attention. That's why.
Yeah. So what it is, they're just making the battles bigger. So like when you go to the league and things like that, it's like Pokemon's so big and you're so good. Yeah, you are in your uniform like a soccer player.
Echo Fox, yeah.
To go and participate. That's all.
Okay. Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
That detail.
It's just like Ash going into the stadium, but instead of wearing his clothes, he's wearing a uniform as he's going out to compete. That's what that is.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah. So we'll circle back to things you want to see. You have some more?
Well, now he's going to come with somebody he doesn't want to see.
Never know. You never know. So multiple save files would be nice, so that way you don't have to start over. One thing I probably would like to see is a new type of battle as well. Because you mentioned, enemy Pokemon can come in and bring in reinforcements. I think there should be something else besides kind of a Year 6 Pokemon versus Year 6 Pokemon. Maybe you can be a little bit more creative. Maybe there's some type of tag team battles where you partner up with some other gym leader to fight against 2 other gym leaders, or something like that.
Squad Strike.
You want to already? Yeah, I was gonna say they already have that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm six gens out in 20 games.
That's fair. Yeah, but that's also your fault.
I take no blame whatsoever.
Let's see. I don't know if I have much more of what I want to see. Obviously, new generation, there's going to be new legendaries. I don't want to see legendaries of... sorry. Now I'm the one going to the thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see garbage legendary that changes types. And so it changes the whole Pokemon. Like there was that Thundercloud Pokemon a couple generations ago. I just thought it was boring. Just make some cool stuff. That's all. I just want to see some cool Pokemon.
Yep. All right. The thing, because I'm actually going to answer the questions that are being asked. You guys are doing.
I answered the question. I just didn't know it was already made.
I want to see cool legendaries.
I want them to go back to the only game that's done this, Gold and Silver, and give us access to the previous regions. Let me go. I get it. You're not going to do them all. As much as I'd love that, as much as I think you should go to all the regions. I know you're not.
They're all here.
Yeah.
All the regions.
If they did that, like if they had announced that, people would have lost their minds.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. But
give me a few. Give me a Hoenn. Give me Kalos. Whatever. Joe, I don't care. Give me a few of them. I'd like to go to a couple different spots and just.
Okay, possibility. They are going to do that, but they're not going to announce it.
I mean, it's a possibility.
Much like how Gold and Silver, you didn't know. You're like, oh, cool, I did
Oh,
Johto stuff.
It just happened
I can go to Kanto?
as soon as
Yeah,
you beat
see-
the game, and then you didn't beat the game.
But the difference was there was no expectation. We didn't really know what was going to happen. There was only one game before.
Yeah,
So, I mean, honestly, they kind of set us up for failure, right? Because game 1 happened, game 2 happened, and you could go back to their plays. So now I'm thinking this is how it's going to be. And then game 3, nah, there's none of that.
Okay, I have a question for you based on that. So would you rather have that come out in an announcement, or would you rather have that where you experience it in a game? Which may be hard now because the internet is all over the place, and that might be spoiled for you way early on.
You just hedged your question, but so you pretty much asked me what I want to know or what I not want to know.
Yep.
That's a tough one, to be honest. Like, if that's the thing they can use to pull people in, then you need to do that. But at the same time, it would be cool to just figure it out. But then also to explain your hedge, you're absolutely correct that I would not be able to most likely figure it out on my own, because I'm a normal human. I have a normal human playtime schedule, and many people have the ability to play a lot more than me. So people would leak it on the internet a week after the game release that, oh, you can go to Kalos, Hoenn, Johto, Kanto, Alolan, whatever. It would happen. You're absolutely right. That's valid.
Yeah. It wasn't like that back in the day.
No.
Yeah, it was legit surprise.
You had to go to GameFAQs.
All right, last question, unless you guys have some more stuff. But what is the stupidest Pokemon you think is going to come? What's the dumbest thing they're going to make?
They've already done them. There's no. What? They're going to make a sword Pokemon? They did.
Yeah, with a shield.
They did have a shield.
Yeah.
They did have a shield.
I got an answer for that. It would be a new unknown series, but it'll be numbers.
I wouldn't. The sad thing is, I could actually see that happening. I could actually see number Pokemon.
Well, then it would only be up to what
0
or
through
9 or something like that. Yeah,
10 of them.
That's
yeah.
no.
There wouldn't be an 11 one.
Why?
No, come on.
Come on. Hold on. This is the company that made a trash Pokemon. You're going to say they could make an 11
They're
or
not
a
going to
12?
make an 11.
Somewhere in the world, someone
is listening to this and just like, oh, gotta scratch it out. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Ball it up, throw it away.
Somewhere in the world, at some point, someone was arguing about Pokemon and said they'll never make a trash Pokemon, and someone said it could happen, bro. Nah, man, it would never happen. They did it. I'm telling you, if they could make an 11 or a 12 or a 13.
They'll just branch it into Roman numerals.
That too. Who knows?
No, wait, they already have those. That's the letters.
But they'll be different because they'll have different names. And
I just don't think that it's smart of you to bet against them doing double-digit numbers.
Maybe not, but I have faith in their integrity.
It'll be a.
They've made
Okay,
trash. They've made a key. They've made literally a disc. They've made a
Gear.
sword, a shield, multiple gears.
Have they done hair Pokemon?
They've made several balls.
I know.
So
I hear you, but I have faith in their integrity and honor, and they wouldn't just phone it in like that.
Magnets.
so you're saying they might make a phone Pokemon?
Ooh,
Well, technically, they kind of already have Rotom
That's horrible. That's
a
horrible.
vacuum Pokemon.
because he is a ghost electric type that can possess other electric items.
That
and
sounds like a cool
They
concept.
literally made a Pokemon that decided it wanted to pretend to be Pikachu.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Why?
I mean, kind of cool, but like, why? Why
That guy-
specifically?
That guy has some security.
Is there a box Pokemon?
I don't know. There might be.
There's a boxing Pokemon.
All right.
It's a few
So
of those.
they're gonna make a car or some vehicle. The moment they do that, I'm probably out. Like when you make a car Pokemon, I'm done.
What if it's a plane?
If you make a vehicle Pokemon,
Okay.
that's like if the next thing, like, all right, you're walking around, like, oh, here's the item you need to go faster, and they give you a bike Pokemon to
I was
ride.
just
I'm
gonna say
done.
that.
I'm done if you make Bikeamon.
Because they kind of did that in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, where you physically like fly a Charizard or because you could ride on Pokemon.
That's fine. That's fine. If I've seen that, like I
Yeah.
can fly on my that makes sense.
That goes back
But
to
if
surf.
if one of the Pokemon is literally a bicycle that I bike around on, I am out. I am done. I am rethinking my commitment to Pokemon.
Because they are quite literally riding on the Pokemon.
He's a bicycle. What Pokemon? What evolution would ever make an animal be a bicycle?
No,
and
he
I
would
know-
start there and he would turn into a motor bicycle.
So that'd be mine. Cool. All right, well, that's our thoughts.
I have one last question.
Okay,
Should
cool.
be a nice quick one.
Sure, take your time.
Guys, sword or shield?
Sword.
Sword.
So it was going to be sword. I'm leaning towards shield now.
Please.
But of course, I gotta see what the version differences are. What Pokemon are going to be in one? What are the legendaries? But as of now, shield.
Good for you. Please go to shield. I hope you do.
Do you think the logo is like an actual Pokemon at the top, or is that like the emblem of like the new region?
I'm definitely thinking that's an emblem of like a group of people. Like maybe a kingdom. I don't know if we're doing kingdoms now. We straight up just kind of Fire Emblem cross Pokemon. That's going to be the next thing, by the way.
I agree. I think it'll happen.
It's coming up. They do something like that.
I actually thought that. Yeah,
They've done something like that.
They did a Pokemon strategy game.
Mm-hmm. Conquest.
Ah, you did it.
That should have been the name of the game. It's ruined now.
Well,
Well,
let
no.
me just change.
All right,
Well,
cool.
yeah.
Cool. That's a nice little chat there on Pokemon Sword and Shield. What did you guys think? Are you down? Are you not down? You getting Sword, getting Shield? What stupid Pokemon are they making? What superpower are they bringing? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know, guys.
They made an umbrella Pokemon, right?
Yep.
All right, guys. It is time for gamer trivia. Every week two of us go head to head in a best of 3 trivia contest. The loser loses. Actually, I'm all over the place. My voice is going out. The loser makes next week. It is. The loser makes next week's trivia. The winner stays in place again for yet another week. I believe, Garrett, you beat me last week in some Independence Day trivia. And if you listened last week, then you know I wasn't necessarily pleased with that trivia. Later on, I learned that Joshua just gave his opinion on that salty sudden death question, and it was not a true fact. I did look it up, actually. There were like 4 different movies that, for one of your questions that they used for like the possible answers. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, I made some trivia to give an example as to how to do this trivia correctly. So you can imagine I am doing Independence Day trivia. Here we go.
Okay. All right. This is the first.
He's a copycat.
A little back to back.
Yeah, a little back to back. Here we go.
Double feature.
Salty trivia.
I am very salty, but hey, it's fair though, because if you've watched the movie, you should have no problems. All right.
You probably rewatched the movie in the last week.
I did not. Question 1.
We will never know.
Captain Steve Hiller's dog nearly dies in a fiery explosion in a traffic tunnel. What is the name of that dog in Independence Day? So the famous scene where Vivica A. Fox is yelling out the dog's name, and the dog is running, and the flame is about to kill the dog, and he narrowly makes it into the burning supply closet, and survives the explosion somehow. But either way, here it is. Is it A, Buster, B, Boomer, C, Booster, or D, Bumper? Garrett, you said A, Buster. Joshua, you said B, Boomer. The correct answer is A, Buster. She yells out for Buster. Buster the dog.
Boomer was my second.
Yep.
Boom.
So that is correct for Garrett. That is incorrect for Joshua. Score is 1-0 Garrett's favor.
Buster was my second.
Question 2. What year was the movie released? A, 1994, B, 1995, C, 1996, or D, 1997? It was not.
Okay.
I don't remember. That was so last week.
Garrett, I have your answer. Joshua, I have your answer. Garrett, you said A, 1994. Joshua, you said A, 1994. The correct answer is C, 1996. So that is incorrect for both of you gentlemen. The score still stands 1-0 Garrett's favor.
I should have knew that because it was one of the questions I would have come up with.
Question 3.
But that was so last week.
Where did Dr. Levinson which is Jeff Goldblum's character, work in the film? What was his job? Where did he have employment at? Was it A, Hollywood Video? Was it B, Circuit City? Was it C, Radio Shack? Or was it D, Blockbuster? Where was his place of employment?
Answers one more time.
A, Hollywood Video. B, Circuit City. C, Radio Shack. D, Blockbuster.
R.I.P. all those places.
Yes, all of them are gone.
It's a sad world we live in now.
Joshua, you said B, Circuit City. Garrett, you said C, Radio Shack. The correct answer is C, Radio Shack. He worked at Radio Shack. Yep. So that is correct. Garrett, incorrect. Joshua, score is 2-0, Garrett's favor.
Rather it be 3-0.
All right, so
I'd rather it be anything other than me having 0.
Salty sudden question. Each of them are able to bet however many points they may have. Getting the correct answer gives them that many points. Either way, no matter what they bet, though, the question gains them 2 points if they get it right. I have Garrett's bet, and I am probably about to receive a meme from... Yep, there's Joshua's meme.
That's my gift.
Here we go. Salty sudden question. What is the name of the crazy farmer previously abducted by the aliens who sacrifices his life to destroy the city destroyer over the U.S. base? What is the name of that pilot?
How could I forget this hero's name?
He literally did save the world. Like, without him, they would have never figured out how to beat him. All right, so I have Garrett's answer, and I have Joshua's answer. Garrett, you said his name was Dave. Joshua, you said his name was James. That is incorrect for both of you.
His name was Dad.
His name, you did put Dad actually, but that does not count. His name is Russell.
Okay. I was thinking Dave, Daryl, and Earl. Those were my 3.
Yeah, his name is Russell. So it's incorrect for both of you. No points scored. Now for the points. Joshua, you had 0 points to bet.
Mm-hmm.
So you still are at 0. Garrett, you bet 0 points.
As you should.
I had to play it safe.
So you win Independence Day Part 2, but
Part
still
two.
on Independence Day 1 trivia. So, congrats.
Okay, so I think it's safe to assume I'm the complete master of Independence Day.
Well, you got to do trivia yourself and then...
and then get all the questions ready.
Yeah.
Cool. So, congrats, sir. Let's move it on forward. All right, guys, it is time for the speed run. So every week we break down 7 news stories and fun facts that it just didn't quite make the list for a full segment. But we give it 1 minute per topic anyway before we move on to the next one, finish or not. We got to go fast. In the speed run.
There's going to be a lot of people wondering what that is,
including me. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I thought you were trying to go for like a Sonic spin dash. Like,
no, I would at least done something.
That's it.
Did you just want to do a thing too?
I did,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
That was the slow-mo version.
Yep. So you're a slow-mo. Number 1. Rotten Tomatoes has made some big changes to its review system, including removing the ability for audience members to leave a review before the movie is released in theaters.
I really feel like that should have been
right
from the start.
Yeah,
I agree. It's good. So that way it allows people to go see the movie on their own free will rather than believing a review someone else made.
Well, not even that, but just going like, I don't like this actor, or I don't like this director, so it was bad.
Yeah, I feel like they should take it one step further. Like, Rotten Tomatoes is such an important factor in sometimes how a movie performs. Someone should have to show proof they've seen the movie, like a movie ticket.
Huh.
Or some sort of receipt thing that shows the movie. You know what I mean? Like, or even if it was built into like Fandango and other websites where you got a link to then be able to go leave a review after purchasing the ticket.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, I mean,
verified.
Yeah, exactly. It would definitely lower, obviously, the amount of people that are doing it, but they'd all be verified. It'd be verified people who watch the movie more than 70% of the time.
That's actually a great idea. You can probably make some money off that. Next! The force is unknown with this one. Developer Respawn will unveil their Star Wars game on Saturday, April 13th.
It'll get canceled on the 14th.
Cancel on the 12th, man.
Before?
Probably.
It won't make it that far.
Should I Fall in Order, I think it's called?
Fall in Order.
We shall see. I'm sure a lot of people will tune in.
We won't.
Well, you might be surprised. I mean, Respawn's made a few good games.
Yeah, if this does come, then Respawn's in a good spot. I mean, they got Titanfall, they got Apex now. Like, they've made some pretty good IPs over the last 7 years.
And they got some big titles under the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so at least you should give it a shot to at least watch what it is.
And remember, this came from two dudes who were sick of Call of Duty and what was going on with Activision.
Yep. So the game is something to do with somebody who saw the plans of Order 66 or something like that. 666.
Good question.
I don't know.
It could be Order
Next. Oh, well, that was sorry. Next.
Kingdom Hearts 3 will be having free and premium DLC content releasing sometime later this year.
I'm pretty sure we're going to disagree on this, Johnny.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm happy.
I don't care. I'm not happy or sad. I mean,
Okay, I figured you'd be against it.
it depends on what the DLC is going to entail and where the story ends, as I've not yet finished the game. So
Okay. I'm hoping maybe some of this DLC will include new worlds, rather than just maybe one final world or something like that. You know, where it's called World Beyond Worlds or something like that. Like I want some Disney worlds. That'd be cool.
Well, who's the director? Is it Tetsuya?
Tetsuya Nomura?
Yeah, him. He did announce that there's going to be some DLC explaining some gaps in some story elements, and
really?
Wasn't that supposed to be just a patch?
yeah, that's probably from some of the free stuff, but that's
Okay.
some extra stuff yet to come out of that.
All right. I'm excited.
Cool.
Next.
Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy is coming to PC.
I don't care. More importantly, it's coming to Switch.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't care that it's coming to PC because you're not a PC guy?
I'm not a PC guy, but I am happy that the trilogy is coming to Switch.
Okay, so we'll see PC and Switch. So it's nice that they're bringing this back because this is a game that a lot of people that played really love, and a lot of people that didn't play it aren't going to go back and try to play it on a DS.
Yeah. Visual novel, a lot of kind of puzzle stuff. You're really using evidence that you physically came across to solve cases. And in some cases, they start with you knowing who it was, and you just have to prove it, which I think is pretty cool, actually. And other times, it's completely out of left field. Like, I did not know it was that person.
Yeah. Slightly off topic, if they're going to do this, they need to bring Professor Layton to Switch.
I agree.
I think that's already happening.
I haven't
Not
heard about
like
it.
a trilogy or anything, but
No.
maybe the next installment.
I think that the old games need to come back
They've
for
got
sure.
five
Next.
games. Yeah.
Warner Brothers gives the green light on the movie sequel to the Tom Cruise film Edge of Tomorrow, also known as...
Live, Die, Repeat.
No, it's something else in Japanese. Tomorrow is Kill or something like that. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, I said Live, Die, Repeat because it had the worst marketing structure ever, where all the billboards and posters it said Live, Die, Repeat, and you could barely see anywhere on there where it says Edge of Tomorrow. So many people thought the movie was called Live, Die, Repeat.
Yep.
You gotta be careful with that stuff, marketing too.
Yeah.
You can't...
It was a good movie, though.
It was a fantastic
It was
movie.
fun.
Yeah, it was
It's based off a manga.
Really?
Yeah, called All You Need Is Kill. That's what it's called.
It was a great film. I don't know how they're gonna move forward. Like they won, so
Have not seen it.
There's just one more that comes back, and then you kill it, and then all of a sudden you have the same abilities to go back in time as they did
Like
but
Highlander?
they've already won. They've already killed them all.
that we know of.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Highlander.
No.
Next!
It is rumored that Marvel plans to bring us a new R-rated Blade movie, with Wesley Snipes coming back to reprise his role as the vigilant Daywalker.
That will never happen. It just won't. They might bring back Blade. They will never bring back Wesley Snipes.
He's too old.
No, because he's an asshole.
I know that he's done some shady stuff.
No, not the tax stuff. I'm talking about just on set.
As a person.
I'm talking about on set. He is one of the worst individuals to work with. He makes things so difficult for his coworkers, his actual on stage team, as well as the behind the scenes people. It was a train wreck trying to get him to finish Blade 3.
Trinity,
It was hard. It was terrible.
as was the movie.
I can't remember if Trinity's the one with Ryan Reynolds
It
or
is.
Triple H.
It's
One
Ryan
of them has
Reynolds.
Triple
Reynolds.
H.
This one has Ryan Reynolds. Though.
Okay.
Yep. And Jessica Biel, right?
It does. So let me. At the end of the movie, at the little teaser thing at the end of Blade Trinity.
Next.
Director David Mickey Evans says that the cult classic movie The Sandlot is set to return as a TV series featuring the original cast. So they're gonna Cobra Kai it, huh?
Have you watched Cobra Kai?
I want to now that YouTube Red is gonna be free. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
yeah. I don't necessarily care about this. Like they wrapped it up at the end of the film. Like they all went different ways and directions. One guy became an MLB star. One became an announcer. Like one guy they never heard from again. Like
I mean, this is going to be after that, in between that. I don't know. I mean, it might be a tough task to get everyone to come back, but I mean, it's exciting for those that are kind of the series.
I don't need this or want this or care about this, and it might be good, and I might have to change my tune then. But as of right now, I don't care, and it's a mistake.
Because that movie ended.
I don't care about Sandlot.
Oh, tequila. Okay.
See, when that song comes up, I think of Pee Wee Herman.
That's a problem.
That is not a problem.
It's not how I think.
End.
All right, cool. Fun facts done. Sorry, speedrun topics done.
We'll just change it to fun facts.
All right, guys, time for name the game. 3 games, 2 hosts, and clues that lead to the correct answers for each one. Use your wits, match the clues, name the game. Joshua, you lost last week. I won. Garrett, you're the challenger. Let's go.
All right, you guys ruined my kill streak. Meaning you specifically, and you with the questions. All right, good luck, gentlemen. First game, an arcade game made by Bally Midway. Do you even know what that company is?
Arctic Thunder.
Nope.
Cruising USA.
No. This game was played with an 8-way joystick and a rotary dial for aiming.
Dial H.
No.
Commander.
No.
Missile.
I know what you're thinking about,
Thank you. But no.
but I'm not going to tell you if that's the answer because you didn't say
Fair
that.
enough, fair enough.
Battle through 12 different stages, mostly named after programming languages.
Centipede.
No.
Robotron 2088.
You know, I would have picked that game, but I didn't think you guys knew what it was. So I'm happy you know what it is. And that's wrong. Help your user survive and
Tron.
avoid... There you go.
I would have never got it. Yeah, that's fine. Good job. Nothing wrong with the question. I had no knowledge to get it.
Okay. That was a good...
I didn't know. I never played the game, but I know user.
Yeah, I figured one of you guys... Okay, one Garrett. Johnny can still come back in it. Next game. A simulation RPG released on the Super Nintendo.
Harvest Moon.
Damn. Okay. Okay, Garrett. I see you. Harvest Moon
How
it
did
is.
you get that?
Harvest Moon. The simulation game on the Super Nintendo. I figured Harvest Moon.
I mean, there's SimCity, and I mean, there's a few. Well, that's 2-0.
Yeah, he got me.
Yeah.
Second, again, not your fault, but like I just have no knowledge of Harvest Moon to know anything about it or what consoles this come on.
Okay.
So
Well, you may or may not get this one.
yeah,
Don't get skunked.
I might.
Okay, game 3. A fun puzzle game themed around a very popular entertainment trifecta.
That was too many words, man. DJ Hero.
No. That's a puzzle game?
Yoshi's Cookie.
No. A freemium game with microtransactions that extend various things such as items and playtime.
Peggle.
No.
Pokemon Trozy?
No. That's a good guess. You even got another good name under your belt. Released in 2015, originally for the 3DS, and also came out to iOS and Android later that year.
Pokemon Puzzle.
No. Pokemon day to day.
I don't know. Pass.
Enter different stages and defeat your foe in order to eventually face off against a boss. Garrett's digging deep.
I gotta be careful because if I don't get it right, it may just tee off. Johnny would just tee off.
Okay.
So I gotta make sure if I get it.
All 3 of these games I have no knowledge of them.
Puzzle Dragons.
No. Oh, Garrett. Oh, Garrett. You're winning me over today with your game knowledge. You passing on this one, sir?
Dragon Quest
No.
puzzle.
No. Use coins to purchase items like power-ups, extra moves, or great balls to double your chances of catching creatures.
Pokemon Go.
No. You guys can see Garrett's face. He's really struggling.
Pokemon Puzzle League.
Nope. Mix and match Pokemon to create different combinations to help you finish off a stage or boss.
Pokemon Puzzle.
Nope.
I swear I played the game.
I'm sure you have.
Pass.
Okay. This is the last clue. It's for all the marbles here. If you don't get this one, I don't know what. What do you do to a deck of cards when you want to mix up
Pokemon
the decks?
Shuffle.
Thank you. That's Pokemon Shuffle. You heard of that game? You played that game?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, this was a bad week for me. I don't even know what that is. I just
You don't know what Pokemon Shuffle is?
I
Really?
don't. I don't know what Pokemon
wow.
Shuffle is. The Tron thing. There's no. I don't think I've even watched Tron. So like, I had no idea. Like
That whole ET thing that happened? Yeah, we're going to flip that on.
I've seen the sequel to Tron, which is horrible, but
Disagree.
because it's a Disney movie?
No, I actually like it.
Okay.
I won,
You did.
but I don't feel like I won.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I was all over
Yep.
that title.
Yep. It's 2-1. And
I know.
You won, Garrett. You
I
won.
know.
Here's your sound.
Yep. Pokemon Shuffle was a really fun puzzle game.
Never heard of it ever. But
It was a free to play game. But
rough week for me there. All right, well, good job for you, Garrett.
That's 2 in a row.
Yeah.
No, just one.
No, I won last week.
That's 1 in a row.
All right, moving on. So it is the end of our show, and every week we talk about what's going on with us outside of the podcast. And, of course, we give each other
Superpowers.
stupid superpowers, for better or worse, for good or bad. Joshua, what was your week?
All right. So I finally, after it's been almost 2 years, I set up my Twitch. I redid it. I went live 1.5 times. The half times was me still trying to fix the stream. So very happy to have it up and running. I have everything set up for the most part with my new little gaming/computer station. I mentioned my brother built a computer. I got a new 27-inch G-Sync. What was it? It was like a 2K monitor. I got my mouse pad came in. I showed you guys. Got a brand new wire. I got it all set up. The only thing I don't have is a gaming chair. I don't have a proper chair. My chair is all busted still. So it's still under Eternal Red Gamer on Twitch.tv. I stream Tetris 99. As you mentioned, you saw me have a really good run.
Like a freaking boss, dude. Like, honestly, your Tetris skills are beast. I'll give you freaking props, bro.
I can confirm this.
Like,
I saw you get a Tetris.
You are quite good.
I felt really rusty, but it feels really good to continue to play Tetris because I have a love for puzzle games, and I actually saved that as a clip, so it's saved on my Twitch, and I'll share that with you guys. So I'll share it with you, Garrett, so you can kind of see, because I was on the brink of extinction, and then I came all the way back in that last play.
It was honestly like I don't watch Twitch streaming, but I was like, you can ask Vivi. I was like, literally like, oh god, no, he's dead. Oh my god, he got it. It was great, bro.
Thank you. So that's what I've done. So the next time I'm going to stream Tetris again later this week. I'm also going to more likely stream Ori and the Blind Forest because I want to get the achievement that means you have to beat it under 3 hours.
Sweet.
So look forward to that. For anyone who wants to jump on, please join me.
Yeah, it was fun watching you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that is my week. Garrett, I'm going to give you a superpower.
Oh, thank you.
Shivering in your boots over there.
No, I feel like I'm gonna give you a nice one. Okay, so Garrett Laney,
Okay.
this is the longest that I've seen your hair grow out. Normally, you have your hair to a certain length, and you're like, I don't like it like this, and you cut it off.
It's getting there.
So you have the ability where you can, I guess you can quote, shed or get rid of any hair that you want at any given time without having to physically cut it. You can just say, you know what, I just want to let some hair loose, and it just falls out to the degree, the length that you want. You can get the perfect fade if you want, the perfect cut. You can also, if you really need to, if you cut too much, you can grow a little bit of it back.
Can I get the Nike swish?
If you really want it.
Okay.
Just, you can customize hair designs now. You can get the 2 lines strapped across the side of your head.
All right. Okay. I'll do the same thing with it as I normally do, and just cut my hair to that certain length.
Okay. So just so you don't go wild, you can only do it to yourself. You can't cut other people's hair.
Okay. Fair.
I know someone that probably would have figured something out with
Gotta
that.
find a way.
Okay, so for my week, played Anthem. Anthem was fun.
I didn't mean to ask you about that.
That's it's getting a lot of hate, and some of it's deserved. You know, it's not a perfect game by any means. Don't give two craps about the story, which is rare for me. Normally I try to, but the hub world just should not be there. There should just not be a hub world. Just
I've heard it's
be out in the
too
open.
big. It's just a lot of open space with nothing in it.
That's exactly what it is. And you move slow for a game where you're flying around, you know, doing breakneck speed and all that. And then when you get to the hub world, you have to walk around in in first person, and you're physically slower than the rest of the game. That it's annoying.
Yeah.
But a lot of fun. And I started another show. It's been out for a couple weeks, but you know, I like to let some episodes show up so I can just binge as much as I can. It's an anime, The Rising of the Shield Hero. Awesome. I really dig it. I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's one of those kind of guy gets put into fantasy world. And I know there's a dime a dozen of those now, but this one has like a special crux to it where only 4 people from apparently different dimensions, they get specific weapons, and only the shield hero who is looked down upon, because what can you do? You have a shield. You're nothing compared to these other guys. But he finds a way to kind of still continue to get strong and be just as important as the rest of the squad or team.
Are they? So they're a team of 4.
So they're a team of 4, but they are forbidden to work together. They each have to get their own party and become strong, so that when the day of reckoning comes, they can, you know, they're at their best and they can fight together, but they are forbidden to work together.
Interesting.
Yeah, a weird twist. It has a pacing issue, I feel. Not so, you know, in Sword Art Online where we're like, okay, cool, I want to check that out. Oh, we just fast forward 30, months or whatever. This one has the opposite kind of problem where it looks like 30 days have passed and it's like, oh yeah, it's been a week.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm still getting used to that, but I really do like the show.
Netflix show?
No, well, no, because he said he had to wait for episodes. So probably Hulu?
Crunchyroll.
Okay. Because Netflix just here's
right.
everything.
You're right.
Cool.
So yeah, that's me. Johnny, your superpower. You have the ability.
He's clenching his face right now because, Garrett.
You have the ability once a day. Only do it once. You can not necessarily impose your will, but you can convince someone, kind of like, D&D, you cast suggestion kind of thing, for anything to anyone once a day.
I like it.
Does he have to roll the dice too?
He didn't until you brought that up.
Oh. You always be jacking on my powers, bro.
So if you roll on that one,
Ew.
your suggestion is done to you.
So I have to roll a dice every time I do this.
Yeah, well, you're going to do it once a day.
Yeah, but I mean, every time I do it, I have to.
Yeah, every time you do it, you got to roll a dice. And if it's a nat one, it's whatever suggestion you would have told someone, you now have to do.
And any dice works? It's a D20?
Any D20.
Okay.
Well, there's a greater chance.
You
already said it.
You already said it.
I already said it.
I just got to get a rigged one that can't roll a 1.
Yep, messed up.
All right, cool. I've done it. I've
done
done
goofed.
it. I broke the power. Cool. My week was a fun one. I had a great D&D session. Maria joined us. Garrett joined the week before, so the little group grew pretty quickly. But yeah, it was super fun. I think they had a good time. Maria literally was like,
so many.
I gotta tell
you times. Which one?
Joshua. So yeah. Yesterday we had an impromptu game night. Another great thing that we did. We had a lot of fun with that. But at one point during the game night, someone had suggested, let's just play D&D. And no one really said anything, but I was like, I'm down. But I don't think anyone wanted to say anything because Joshua was not a part of the group. But we did offer for him to join, which he isn't able to do so right now. But today, Maria was like, she was thinking, she's like, oh, I really want to play D&D right now. She's like, yesterday someone said they wanted to play. And I was like, oh, please, let's play. And then no one said anything because I knew Joshua was there. I was like, either Joshua join or go home. Please join.
She said it just like that.
But she wanted you to join, not because she wanted you to go home, but
She wanted to play D&D.
She might have wanted me to go home.
She wants to play D&D.
She wanted to play.
Whatever that meant, up to you. But she wants to play D&D.
By any means necessary.
Guess what happened? I ended up going home anyway. So
No, you didn't. You played that night with us. What are you talking about?
Oh, so this wasn't the night I went home.
This
No,
was
bro, this was
literally
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
We were playing board games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, board game night, D&D night was great. Had a group meeting with some people from my church today. It was fun eating with them, hanging out. So good weekend. Good long weekend. Cool. That's me. Joshua, you have the ability. You have the ability where once per day, I'll take it from you. Once per day, you have the ability to experience infantile like joy. Like, someone will hold a pair of keys at a baby and jingle them. The baby just like giggles and has fun, or someone tickles the baby. They're just so happy. Just once per day for about 5 minutes at max. You can just have infant like joy of the world. And you could be doing it. You could be eating cereal. But I want to just have joy of experiencing this like a baby would, or watching a show.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not useful in any other way besides just a little bit of happiness every day, but
So a lot of us need that.
yeah, that's a good power, man.
All right. So when are we going to schedule our peekaboo session?
I'm not playing with you.
That would give me infant-like joy.
Yes, Garrett may do so. So, cool. All right.
Pawning off parental responsibilities to guardians.
You're not my baby. Cool. Well, that is our week. That is our show for this week. Good time. A lot of fun. Pokemon stuff and all kind of good goodness there. Before we hop on out of here, guys, as always, we'd love if you could support our show in some other ways. Thank you for listening, because that's like the best way is your time. But if you did have some ability to do a little bit more, we'd appreciate that. If you're watching, wherever you're watching, leave us a review. Put some nice words down about what you like, what you didn't like, and someone else might find that and read it and give us a shot because of that. And as well, give us a thumbs up, a like, some stars, some bits, some coins. Thumbs up, whatever it is, wherever you are. If there's a metric to give us some sort of rating, we'd love that, guys. So really, please do that, whether that's on Stitcher or Spotify or on YouTube.
Rotten Tomatoes.
But you have to buy a ticket first and take the link from there. iTunes, wherever, guys. We'd appreciate that. And then, one of the easiest, best ways is just speak about us. You got someone at work who thought, a little stupid thing I said or Joshua said, or Garrett's not that funny. But if Garrett has something funny, tell them about it. Now, Garrett's probably the funniest one of us. We recognize that. We'd love for you to let your friends and fam and coworkers or your dentists or random moms that are watching their children at the park, just walk up to them and say, listen to Super Co-op Squad.
Just do like Vivi did the Maria, and just like, hey, here's Critical Role.
Yeah,
and just listen.
Just do it. Yeah,
3 hours.
Just take their phone and put on the podcast and walk away.
Make sure to leave a review and some stars in the comments.
And then lock their screen with a password so that way they can't unlisten to it. Can't turn us off.
Oh, man. So, yeah. But hey, and then lastly, guys, if you want to chat with us, please do so on any of those locations, or you can email us, contact@scspodcast.net, or we're available to chat with on YouTube, Facebook as well. And you can reach each of us individually on Twitter as well as a group. As a group, we are at Super Co-op Squad. And individually, I am at JohnnyMac24.
I'm at GJL3275.
And I am at Eternal Red Gamer.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, until next week, stay gaming. I'm Johnny Mac.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Joshua.